Well, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, folks, in a Saturday morning, and I'm making the circle, a U-turn, to get into University Christian Church. There we go. Good morning. We're welcoming you to Shippy the Explorer and another day, the weekend of Mother's Day weekend, and just amazing. We wish you all the mothers to happy Mother's Day, blessed Mother's Day, and safe Mother's Day. Shippy the Explorer is back on the trail of exploring, and today I'm coming to the church to turn on the pool because there's gonna be a baptism tomorrow, and so that's what I'm here for. Turn on the pool. The pool is filled already and cleaned. We'll probably clean it some more, but I'm going to turn on the pump, and so to let the water circulate and warm up. You know, it's luxury when you have a heated pool in town. But it's nice to come over here and see the property that when it's not a soul in sight. And sometimes when you come over here, you find deers and all sorts of things roaming around the land. And let's take a look around the back here before I go in. See if I see any critters, any deers, any person. Quick survey, and that's what I'm doing. Anyway, you've seen all the exploration that we're doing, and hope you're enjoying those tapes, and well, learning from them and getting inspired and all sorts of things, and really getting entertained. So here we go. Somebody's singing to me. So you see what you may wonder. Oh boy. Picking up sticks. You may wonder what I'm doing here. Well, it's just a matter of volunteering and make sure that we are okay with supporting the population or the citizenry of the church. Make sure everything is all right. So it's all right for me. So let's go in and turn on this pump. As the place looks good. I don't see any deers. Only hear the birds singing. A special bird. It's always a pleasure to come over here, especially this early. Let's see. Greenery. Peonies. They're going to be blooming in a while. In a short while. Well, here is the pool, and it's ready. I didn't turn on the circulator pump, so we're gonna see if we can get that turned on now. I'll get into the closet, and we throw a switch. Just a matter of throwing switch 35. soon as we do that, the water you hear the pump kicks off. So we baptize in the pool, folks, and immersion, because we're Protestant church, disciples of Christ, Christian church, disciples of Christ, and we're different from the Catholics that does little sprinkling on the head. But we have this elaborate pool here, and it's really serving a purpose. Ever so often we have a baptism, and here we go. And I think I hear that click, and then you hear the circulatory pump clicks off. So it's a pleasure to really have. Wow, don't really like that sound. Maybe that's what somebody heard and turned it off. And they got scared. Anyway, that's what baptism is. So they follow the pattern of baptism, because Christ was baptized in the River Jordan and immersed in the River Jordan, and so we want to do the same. So we follow that example and we do the same. Get immersed. So in Sunday morning, you'll see the person coming from up the stairs here, and they'll step down, and then we'll gather the kids around on this front, along here, and the kids will observe the baptism. And then the rest of the congregation down there would be spiritually uplifted when we see another person join the fold of Christ. The belief, the faith that Christ is our Lord and Savior. So there we go, circulatory pump going. And that's what I like to see. You know, I fixed this thing years ago and didn't realize that it worked. Well, it worked, but I didn't realize it if you just keep it longer, on a longer duration, it would warm the water up. Because right now the water is cold like the River Jordan. And we may say we want to feel like the River Jordan, but not necessarily. Not necessarily. So what we're going to do now is maybe do some cleaning, and I'll show you how the cleaning is done. What happened is that I have a special way of doing this. I have this wet vac. Get it up here and just get it plugged in. I want my camera. Plug in this wet vac. And I'll get my hose. There's a hose that attached to the wet vac. Oops, there it goes, tree falling over. And there's the hose. And what I want to do is a matter of attaching the hose to the wet vac. Here we go. the suction. Looking for the suction part. And plug in the suction part. Alright. So if you look, I take the hose and then shoot it right where the trash is, right there. All right, and I'm gonna switch the switch, and as soon as I switch the switch, you'll find that as I switch the switch, you notice that all the dirt and thing is stuck up. So let's do it. Let's do another one. You see? Look. You see dirt is in the bottom. I'm just gonna go right where the dirt is, and I'm gonna switch the switch. I should have cleaned out the I should have vacuumed out the all the water, and I didn't. So by taking the vacuum out a little bit too quick, it's got the place wet. It was just a matter of wrapping it up. Just a matter of vacuuming it up, and then I get paper towels. I'm supposed to have paper towels in here. Here we go. And just wipe it up. Just clean it up. It'll dry by tomorrow, by a couple of hours, it will dry off. No problem. There you go. Now we have one problem. This tank is now filled with water. Filled with water. How do I get it outside? In this case, I have to maybe I'm gonna open the door. Open the door and then run this tank along that handicap accessible path. I'm not gonna take that, not gonna attempt to lift this tank because it's filled with water. Actually, I can open it and maybe use a bucket and get the water outside. The whole idea is to get this bucket from here outside. So I'll set up my camera where you can see me shooting all around. Maybe put it over here. Yeah, put it right here. You can see me pushing this thing down the hole. Go. Set up the camera again. And you see me going outside. Do I get it over the bottom? Yes. I just have to put it over the bump. There we go. Hold it over the bump. Good as that. Then open it up. Open it up. Let's open it up and show you what's going on. Filled with water. Look at that. Now let's show you the pump. The suction, it's a wet vac. So once the water sucks the water inside the chamber, it stays in that chamber. And you don't have any filters in here to really get wet. So you can see you can suck trash and you can suck water. And then it's a matter of turning over the bucket, and there goes other bucket of water. We just fit back the pump on the head. Clip it in place. That's it. That's it. Water's out. And the pump pool is clean. Look at it now. Clean as a whistle. Wow. We put back this hose here. for future use, and we take our attachment and don't worry about the seat, it will dry out in a couple hours. Take our electrical line down, and we just roll our container into the slot. That's it. Put back this water suction head on, and we are ready to roll up our electrical cord. There we go. Good. So you see, just in half an hour, we just come over here and we're gonna leave this pump running now for the duration of the day, and that hopefully, well, not hopefully, the water will warm up. Maybe come back this afternoon and turn off the pump sometime. Well, if I want to turn the lights on, let's turn off the lights. Pumps are going, and we're looking forward to a wonderful baptism tomorrow. Fairly clean. A couple of pieces are there, but that's not bad. I don't even remember if it's 2 or 1, but I know somebody is getting baptized tomorrow. I think it's Penny, if I'm not mistaken. So we're looking forward to that. We might be able to bring you highlights of it. We set the alarm again, and we are out of here. That's the morning activities, folks. Look at the azaleas. Can you imagine? Beautiful row of azaleas. The entrance to the church. Some of these plants here are not doing too well, but this one I planted. Well, I bought it, and it's hanging in. It's hanging in there. It's not too bad. They stopped through the coffee of its roots. So probably some people think coffee is good for it, but I don't know. But the lyropia is coming up and overpowering the grass, the weeds, and so sooner or later I won't worry about the weeds. And later on in the spring or the end of spring, I'll trim this plant, this holly, box holly, I guess. I don't even know the name of it. And that would look good. But the place is looking good, folks. Simple, 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 simple environment. The perforated path that we put in by Chesapeake Bay Foundation is looking good and doing its thing. Look at it, really beautiful. It's a path like this, wish I could do at home. It's so nice. So the lawn people came and cut the lawn yesterday. It was well, Thursday. I think they cut it on Thursday. So the place is looking wonderful. So it's a pleasure, I tell you, it's a pleasure to come over here and really look at this. So let me show you the rain garden. Rain garden is here. Always have some kind of trash in its belly, and so the whole idea is that the excess water from the roof is collected in these pools, and then they gradually settle, drain, filter through the soil, and go back into the Chesapeake water system. And there, at that stage, it is clean and healthy. But if you throw oil in and poison in this pool, this catchment, it will kill the grass, and also that oil will seep, take its time and seep, believe it or not, seep into hundreds of miles down the road into the water system. But rain gardens and so forth, they are wonderful. I'll show you another thing that we do over here. We're trying to protect the environment. We have planted trees. Look at the trees we have planted all over here. Planted trees like crazy, and those are good for the environment. And look at this pin hook. I guess that was a blue bulb, and this is an oak tree, special oak tree. And this oak tree, I want to show you what it looks like. Is this the one? Is it this one? That there's one that looks like the cross. It's the only cross. I think it's that one. This oak tree, the leaves, looks like a cross. Look at it. I'm going to turn it around so you can see properly. Look at it. Look at it. The two arms and the head and the trunk. And the only oak trees that shows that. And then we have our blessing box. Right now it's empty because people are using it and coming and getting food. We put food and non-perishable food inside this box, and all people have to do is just come and take what they want and leave some, or take what they want and go home and cook and have something to eat. The blessing box. Look at that. It even have its own lighting system. Solar panels here. The solar panels produces the light. So you see, the people complain sometimes about religion and Christianity and things, and say it's weird. And some people will say that Christianity or religion is a waste of time. But if the church or the institution operates on good base, then you find that people are supported. A lot of support goes on for people in need. Really, a lot of support. So let's go, and I have something else to do. Let's check out something else, and we'll just go down to the corner and check out what's happening in the neighborhood. If you're watching this tape, you're watching Shippy the Explorer shooting from, videoing from Hyattsville, Maryland, and all around these trees around here we'll have, maybe in 5 years, we'll have homes. And the phases start over there. So I'm just going to drive around and show and see what is going on over there. Let's go down to the corner. When I came in, the alarm of the church was on. Well, off. Anyway, I don't know what's going on. Somebody could have left it on, left it off. All right, so we park in here for a second and make sure I take my keys and take my bag and a pen. And we're gonna go for a walk. Show you this is the only black American cherry tree in the whole region, folks, as far as I know. It's struggling, but it's still bearing a few fruits. Has all these vines in it, but here Shippy the Explorer is exploring this morning. Let's see what is going on here. Over this place you can see that was one phase. It's not, they built that about a year or two ago and sold out, or they're still selling. Maybe people have bought, some people have bought and into the system, and now they are reselling. So I don't know what it is. The church property is here, all this greenery, and look at it. All this greenery is the church. And then the developers had this place here and they started to develop it. So this is phase 1 and 2. They're done phase 1, they're doing phase 2 now over here, and believe it or not, they will be going beside the church over in the trees over there and put phase 3 or 4, 3 and 4. So this whole area is fast developing, and over there is Northwestern High School. You know, there they are. Stanley Martin now selling final phase. So over there is Stanley Martin. Well, then this both Stanley Martin over there, so that might have been phase 1, phase 2 over there, phase 3, and then beside the church over there is phase 4. So Stanley Martin, but different numbers. So let's take a picture of the Stanley Martin numbers, so we can have them, the numbers. There we go. That's 1. That's 2. Let's pick it up over there. And over here is the same thing. It's called Standard Martin Crossing. The crossing at the gateway. So you can see how it's at Belcrest and Penrose. Belcrest and Penrose. And you can see how they have sold out already. Available sold, available sold. Okay, you can see A6 is available and the upper one is sold. So people are buying the upper ones because they want the view. They're trying to get the view. And here we are. But I deeply suspect these homes are the ones that if you enter there, and as soon as you enter, you can walk upstairs or you can walk downstairs to the first apartment. So there's one house on top of the other. So the upper part is one house and with the siding, and then the brick facade is another house. Brick facade downstairs and upper part is another house. And you can see, so right here you're putting, first time you'll have just one house here, but right here now is 1, 2, 3, 4 homes right here, right at your doorstep. And that's the way they're doing it. They don't look too bad. They don't look too bad at all. They don't look too bad at all. One day, maybe Sunday, maybe we could come over and really see. Built to you, built for you. Come inside to learn about our special savings. So they might be open, not today, but I don't think they are open now. So you see, one entrance there, another entrance here. So I think they're closed right now. Maybe slip gate and now over there it's not a bad look too, but it's a little bit crowded over there. I think that's more of a single home, which is, I think that's a bigger structure. And if you see, for instance, 6722, it has 1, 2, 3 floors, 5 floors in that case, you know. So here we are, crossing that gateway. But let's see if we can see inside a little bit. We can see inside a little bit. We can see what they're doing inside. Look at that. As you come in the house, you have the living, dining, and kitchen. Very small space. Very small space. But I guess that's what we need. We don't need a lot these days. Oh, I disturbed the bird. The baby bird is right here, and she's trying. Look at the toilet. to run them out. They're staying there because the mother probably, they just born. Like 3 of them. Oh my gosh. This mother is 3 of them. Look at them. Don't want to leave. Because the mother probably instruct them. Stay right there. Stay right there, babies. And don't move. White wings. Those are white wings. Probably the mother over there. Right over here on the railing. Sooner or later she will bring them food. So we're going for a walk, people. Going for a walk. We haven't done this for a while. Shipping Explorer, we're going to show you what is available in Hyattsville here. You can see somebody probably bought out. See the mother going over now. Mother and the father feeding them. The top. And that would be a good buy. I think that's good buy. Really a good purchase because it has all this view, beautiful view. Seeing not as crowded, and if they put more houses in the back here, then it's gonna be crowded. But look at the we call this the Bellcrest Walk. Morning when we set the pool. So they're providing playgrounds ready for the kids. And this pond was, well, we go down, we show you. There's a little stream here, I think it's Lally stream that runs from beside the school over there, and it comes over here and enters into this pond. And this pond used to be called Nine Pond. Look at all the development. So they are allowed, they're having this path down to the pond, and this pond, maybe a half-mile, quarter-mile track around this pond, serves the community. So it's a good idea. Look at, you can come and sit in the gazebo there and enjoy the pool. Look at that. They're doing things, but what I don't like is it seems like they're going to have another phase in the back here. And when they put that phase, it will block the view from up there. And that's going to be a little bit overcrowded. So here we are, Nine Pond. This place, I myself struggled for months sometimes to clean out this area, and we pulled almost 400 tires, no, 150 tires in this place, and I had to clean out this valley. And we pulled morning. We pulled and we pulled. So how this works is that the water comes down from the river, it filters through here, and then it's collected in this pond. I think they still call it Nine Pond. And then we have a solar system that when it collects enough power, it triggers off the fountain. And I show you how this works. I don't know where. Oh, I can't believe so much water came through underneath this, or over the bridge, that it has caused the stones to wash away on this side. But you can see how it works is that the water comes down, filters through those rocks, and then it filters on the other side into the pond. And now this pond probably has maybe frogs and critters, not critters, maybe frogs and also the things, snake and all the things. So it's a 1/4 mile walk around, and we're gonna do it. Shippy the Explorer is gonna show you that it's nice to have a little place in Hydesville here, right in your backyard, that you can. I've shown this already, but we're showing it again. That big tree up there is the church's property. That's where we were just a while ago. And show you that Nine Pond is an up and up. So this over here now is where they're gonna have phase either 3 or 4, and all this wood gonna be taken out. It's a shame to lose some of the greenery, but it's development, and sometimes you really can't stop development in this country. It's part of life. Look at this unusual plant. Wow. Naturally growing there. I'm telling you, plants, animals, it's amazing what comes up on this earth. And you wonder what the variation is about. Variation, variation, variation. We have a lonely duck on the pond. There she goes. There is the solar system, and there is the fountain. So the nozzles for the fountain, as soon as the sun comes up and energy gets into the solar system, then you'll find that the fountain kicks off. So this is Shippy the Explorer is gone walking at Lake Artemisia, and we are doing Nine Pond today, folks. A pool, a baptism pool, and Nine Pond. Well, let's tell you about the Hydesville. Over here we had the Jewish synagogue, and they have sold out, and now I think the Park and Planning, I think they're going to extend their playground and swimming pool and all that up into this area. So this is part of the new development in Hydesville. So sooner or later we'll have another phase here. This is not part of the housing development, somewhat separate. But every time I walk this place, man, I'm telling you, there's a coolness that hits your body at this stage around here. If the temperature is 80 degrees around you, this spot is so cool. Cool and relaxing. Makes you feel like you're in the mountain. So we'll take our time and go around Nine Pond today. Nine Pond. I don't want to go up there. I think that's the dead end. We just go up here to the Civic Center, and then we enter back on the path on the other side. I think one time they must have been hoping to bring the path for the ponds along here, but they didn't. They just blocked it off to show that it's a different property. And here we are. Prince George's Plaza Community Center. Come for your exercise, your yoga, your physical exercise, your karate exercise. You can dancing, and all sorts of things takes place there. Used to do it. Heightsville Branch Library. We kept the spaceship. You look, you see the spaceship right here, and that was part of the old library. We took it down, and we have kept. They didn't know what to do with it. I told them bring it to my house. The Ship of the Explorer, I would use it, put it right in my yard, but they kept it, and they have used it and put it there. And it's really a unique symbol. Really unique. You know? Really unique. Anyway, we come on the road, and we're coming towards these apartments, and we circle around, and we are back on the path of Nine Palm. Look at it. So let me tell you what does Nine Palm do. The water comes in there, over by the school, way over there, and it filters into the pond, and then it filters out underneath this bridge. At one time I could show it. Maybe as Ship of the Explorer, maybe I should explore this morning and show you. Why not? Why not show? Well, I'm gonna go through there. Somebody broke it out already, so I might as use the opportunity. Here we go. See, almost hurt myself. Okay. Here we go. Looking for snakes. Looking for snakes. But I'll show you that the water flows. Look there. See it's flowing? So quite a bit of water is coming down and flowing back under the, flowing back through here, and that part of water goes on to be part of the Anacostia River system. You see? Flowing right. Don't have to go too far down. You can see. So it's filtering back, and tons of birds are drinking water there. Look at them. They're flying in, they're drinking, they're enjoying themselves. So we talk now about the peace or the tranquility of this place. You can feel that it's quiet, somewhat quiet, really quiet, you know. So the people who live here, I think they are enjoying some amount of comfort. They're really enjoying, they should be enjoying the fact that they have a pond in their backyard, and they can walk down, walk around, walk their dog, clean up the poop. I'm telling you, clean up the poop. Here's another. This is not an outflow but an inflow. that takes the water from the city side, the town side, and dump it into this pond. So the pond is getting, you can see it's getting this corrosion and trash from what's going on up here. But for the most part, the pond looks, the water looks clean, looks healthy. Yeah. So I feel a little bit of sweat coming on, and that means the exercise is working and the sun is coming up. Well, the sun has risen already, and sooner or later the fountain will kick off. You know, very good. So she, right, making it more than halfway. I was way over there. They even have their own walkway up there that they can enjoy. Look at all these apartments. This complex has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 apartments right there, another 5 beside it, and I think people have bought out, or they're renting. This is a rental property, and this is rental. See, she just threw the bag of feces inside the trash. So her dog used the bathroom, and she was responsible enough to dump, to pick up the poop and then dump it. So this is remind you, if you're liking these type of things, for exposing you to the environment of Hyattsville, Maryland, folks. A different place this morning. We are going around 9 Pond, and because we came to the church over there, right over here, and get the pool going, but this take the opportunity to walk around here to show you the full development of this place. And here we can get a better perspective from over there. Now from here you can see over there will be an extension of this community center, and then we'll have in these trees another set of homes in future years to come. But 9 Pond is not going anywhere. 9 Pond has been saved and renovated and rejuvenated, and it's serving the public. Remarkable thinking, the developers. They were smart enough to really save this pond. What they would have then done with the water, just drain it through, but they decided that instead of just draining it through, they would collect the water in 9 Pond. 9 Pond was right here, not down here, right here, because I used to walk around. It was something that was almost 50 feet diameter, radius, 100 feet radius, and round, and it had locks on it where they could entrap the water and keep it. And then what they would, the water that was collected or trapped, then they would have the cows. So people who are old enough told us that all this place was a dairy farm, and the cows would come and get water to drink at 9 Pond. So now here we are. 9 Pond is now serving its life as a path, a walkway, exercise path. And here is the panel The solar panel. Woo! Oh my gosh. As soon as I came, the fountain kicks off. Look at that. I was just going to talk about it. And like a miracle, the fountain kicked off. Because it's getting the power from here. As soon as the sun hits it, gets enough electricity, it triggers off the pump. And there are two pumps, but I don't know why they... Man, that's a miracle. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the... Well, look at the... Don't even know what they call special birds. Beautiful. Fountain kicked off. And there's another fountain somewhere down the back there. That maybe when this solar panel is at the maximum level, then you'll get the other pump pumping. So I think I got it. I got most of it. That was a miracle. That it triggered off just in time as I walked by. So if you're liking these things and sharing, and just share, folks, and like and share and subscribe, folks. Don't forget to subscribe to Shippy the Explorer. We are doing our stuff. In the meantime, what I'll do is let me reminded that I need to release a tape. So the whole idea of Shippy the Explorer, we have the videos in YouTube Studio, and then what, at certain times in the day I go into YouTube Studio. Here we go. Go into YouTube Studio, Shippy the Explorer, click Content, click All View, and then we have two tapes that you can release. And we're going to release. Okay, good. We're going to release the one that says bacon. Oh, sorry. Content. Maybe don't have enough edit here, and then I'm going to change it from private to public. Go back, check my monetization. It's off. I'm going to turn it on, and go back and save. And there you go. The video says bacon of the Easter bun is released. That's how it's done. And if you go to YouTube, for those of you who are watching right now, 8 o'clock in the morning in the United States, in the Eastern Shore, and maybe 3 o'clock, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon in Africa, you will be able to see my latest video. Let's see if it's released. Let's see if it's released. The baking of the greatest Easter bun so far. My God, has been released. Inspired by Grandma, our mother in England. We talked to her, we were there talking to her, And all of a sudden, we said, I got hungry for a bun and cheese, or actually a bun. And my wife says, why not bake it? And so that's the reason why you've gotten this video. And it released on the shores of Nine Pond this morning. So Shippy the Explorer is exploring life, man, exploring nature, exploring the beauty of this earth, whether in plants, animals, or birds. And look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it. It's just, it's amazing. If I had the other thing, I'd just zoom in. So if you liked this type of thing that you're seeing, just like, share, and subscribe, folks. Just keep it going. I'll I'll try to maybe release a video at another time to see if I can pick up some more viewings, greater, to increase the viewing possibility. And so I'll experiment with that to see if who are the people awake who wants to see these type of videos, who wants to walk the path with us. I can show you something. You see these clippings? That means the deers came through early in last night and clipped these plants. Look at these birds. I wish I had the other camera. Wow. Nature at its finest. He's on display now. Oops. They'll come back. She'll come back. See? It came right back. And that's what they do. I think they go into the water to find something to eat. And then they... I did that. Come back, come back, come back, come back. Come back. I don't know about you folks, but I could watch birds and animals for hours, and people also. Shippy the Explorer, I'm telling you, especially people. I could sit on that bench over there, and if people were passing or playing or talking, just congregated. Oh wow, must be alerted to something. I could watch people for it. So people, animals and birds, but people as a whole was one of the most fascinating things to me. Fascinating, fascinating. A lot of people use this path. See, another person coming. There she comes in, coming like an airplane. And she's gonna make her sound, yeah, and then she flies up. And these natural flowers, there's something else. It's telling they're pretty. Pretty. I hope people who are passing through here, walking this path, they can really take notice of these plants. So we have made our way around the Nine Pond, and Sorry, pollen is getting to me. And didn't expect to do all this walking this morning, but since it's such a lovely Saturday morning, we take the opportunity to walk the path and show you, bring you up to date of what is happening in the construction world over here. So if you live in this area, come and walk this pond. If you come to United States and want to stay in Hightsville, there are hotels around and you can explore this beautiful world. Look at this other plant. Very unusual. Look at it. What it is, I don't know. But it's amazing to see these things. Over there you can see the last barrier of trees between the church and this property, and I guess we will be keeping those trees as a perpetual barrier to protect, to get the sound from this area down, or just to keep the place as beautiful as possible. Nice greenery. There will probably become the last remnant where the deers can really hang out. So you know they're gonna be eating down all the plants around the church property, and maybe some of these plants over here too, as soon as they'll find their way up and eat, because they have been here for hundreds of years and we're not gonna get rid of them so easily. Right now, sure, they're hidden in the bushes. Let's go down and see if we can see the river. A little stream. I think it's lively stream, and that's, let's see if we can find lively stream. There she is. She's taking her time and trickling through. And you would think the water is not moving, but it is moving. Here you can see the outflow. I'm not going to jump over that, because I may fall into the muck, and that would be, when I was young, I would be able to jump over 20 feet. But look at this, another plant. Look at it. Look at it. I tell you, you know, this place was in the bushes for a long time, and then as you expose the soil, then the seeds of plants or thing, they just grow up. They grow up and expand, grow up and take over. And some of these plants were planted by the people, the developers. So we're making our way back to the road and back to Bellcrest and Penrose Avenue. My golly, that was a lovely walk this morning, I may say. And I'm happy that you joined me in this morning walk and this morning activity, because Shippy the Explorer is just bringing you simple things to make life more relaxing. And sure, you have enjoyed it. Like and share with others to show that I'm doing just a more spiritual thing in this world. You can sit and get a cup of coffee or tea and your breakfast, and you can sit and enjoy. Shippy the Explorer. Remind you, like, share, and subscribe. Especially share these videos so that others may also relax around. Here we are. We're almost back to our property, church property. And here's where the water comes from under the road, from over there. You know, I didn't explore over there to see if they have a pond over there too, but another time. But here we are. It trickles down. And from the beauty of this place, 9 Pond, Shippity Explorer, saying bye for now. See you. Be good to yourself and others, especially. Remember that life is made for living. Take care. Be good. See you on another video. Check. You know, these grape plants, grape tree plants, I brought them over from the house and I've transferred them here. And look at them. They are, man, over here they are almost ripe. My golly, look at that. Look at that. And sooner or later the birds, look at that. The birds, I think, are trying to pick them already. Anyway, this is the last couple seconds of the video to show you that the grape plants that I brought over, they are doing well. My God, the Morrison's Ridge. There's some poison ivy here now, but seems can't get rid of it. Anyway, look at it. Why do they cut and store things here all the time? I don't know. Every year the hawk comes, puts its nest. Right? Anyway, that's it for now. Bye again. Shippity Explorer saying they're storing a lot of branches here. Oh, look at them. They're sleeping. Oh, they're sleeping. Oh. They're sleeping. Alright. Not troubling you. That's the last shot of the day. I think on the nature walk. It's a happy Mother's Day. Oh.